Thank you. Well, the wait is over and the madness truly begins just a few minutes from now. We can tell you it's tip-off for the first round of the NCAA men's tournament. And because of the pandemic, we know it's the first time that it's all happening in one metro area, our metro area. Our Brad Brown is going to be covering all the action for us today from start to finish. And he joins us live outside of a place where it's all kicking off today. That's historic Hinkle Fieldhouse. Brad, good afternoon to you. Very exciting day.
Indeed, Megan. We can think of few places better to kick off this NCAA tournament than right here at the iconic Hinkle Fieldhouse, one of the great arenas in all of college basketball. Todd, we had a room for you out here in the weather. We kind of could have done this. Beautiful day outside, but certainly inside is going to be the place to be. Hinkle will actually host 16 games of the tournament over the course of the next 2 weekends, 6 of those today in the first round, and that'll get started here in just about the next 10 minutes. Now, this is not the first time that Hinkle Fieldhouse has hosted the NCAA tournament, but you got to go way back in the history of this great tournament to see where Butler Fieldhouse did for the very first time. In fact, we go all the way back to 1940 was the last time that this venue hosted NCAA tournament games, the very second year in the existence of the NCAA tournament. Of course, the iconic home of Hoosier hysteria. The state finals were here for nearly 30 years, the high school tourney for more than 7 decades. The building looks great for Butler games after a recent remodel over the course of the last couple of years. Now, let's take a look at the 6 games that will be played here in the first round of the tournament here on Friday. Florida and Georgia Tech will start it off in about 10 minutes. These games are spread out to move everyone in and out of the building. They'll sanitize the place a little bit as well. All of these teams had a chance to practice here yesterday. Coming up tomorrow, Georgetown will play here, one of Butler's Big East rivals. SEC champ Alabama will be here as well. And then UCLA will be here after their overtime win over Michigan State last night. They will take on BYU in the late game coming up here on Saturday. Now, as far as capacity here, they've limited the attendance to 1,250 here at Hinkle Fieldhouse. Not quite 20% on this, and needless to say, this has become a very hot ticket. In fact, next weekend's Sweet 16 games here at Hinkle Fieldhouse, right now on the secondary market, are the highest priced tickets of the first 2 weekends of the tournament. On average, in sites like StubHub and the like, going for about $400 a piece. Not quite that expensive today, but the folks that are coming in here to see some basketball will certainly have a chance to see some great games here at Hinkle Fieldhouse. We'll have a bit of a celebrity here later today as well. Loyola of Chicago will play in today's second game, and that means we're going to get a visit from Sister Jean making the trip down here. Of course, she gained fame back in 2018, the 101 years young now team chaplain for Loyola Chicago. Made the run with the team to the 2018 Final Four. Well, Sister Jean got her COVID vaccinations here in the last few days. She got cleared to make the trip. As for getting here to Indy, it sounds like a lot of people were ready to put together quite a plan to make sure Loyola's biggest fan made it to the Circle City.
One alum wrote and told me that her husband was willing to drive me down. Somebody else told me that she was going to sneak me out of the university. And another couple said that they thought they would like to kidnap me and then Loyola would have to search for me. So, but Loyola didn't know any of those things. I didn't tell them till after.
All in good fun. By the way, Sister Jean has a bobblehead now. Came out this week. You can find that online, and a great little memento of what's sure to be a memorable trip to Indianapolis for her here. Now, of course, there's just a single Indiana team in this all-Indiana tourney. That is the Purdue Boilermakers. They play tonight at 7:25 at Lucas Oil Stadium. Coming up tonight on the news at 5, we will preview Purdue's action for you downtown. And coming up later this evening, we will also have a visit from the Drew brothers, a couple more Indiana connections that are making their way back to the Hoosier State to coach their teams in this year's NCAA tournament. How's your bracket look? Well, maybe it'll have some red X's by the end of the day. For right now, they're all looking good as 64 teams are set to begin their journey to the Final Four. We'll see you as the day continues. Reporting live at Hinkle Fieldhouse, Brad Brown, WRTV Sports.